Hello, Philip Taylor here, reporting on some books in our upcoming sale on the 25th of March, which is next Monday. We've got some 120 odd lots of books, again, as usual, very eclectic Gorringes mix, collected from private libraries all over the southeast. I could have selected many things to talk about this morning, but I've chosen to narrow it down to three slightly quirky items. Well, the first book to talk about this morning is Edmund Hoyle's collection of rules on various games. This is the frontispiece to this book on whist, and there are other games in there such as chess and backgammon, all covered with his rules. But many of his copies were pirated in London at the time, and so in 1748 he'd already sold his interest in the works to Francis Cogan, and Cogan decided it would be a good idea to get Hoyle to sign each of the copies. Here we are, there's a signature down there, Edmund Hoyle's signature, confirming that this was not a pirated copy, it was a genuine thing. And for this, Hoyle received the princely sum of twopence. He did rather well out of this and died quite an old man at the age of 97. The work continued to be edited right up to 16 different editions. And this is in the 8th edition of Whist, but it retained its original calf binding, and it's in our sale next Monday at £400 to £600. Another very rare work indeed, very few of these copies exist. This is the 2nd edition of the Specimens of Needlework, Instructions on Needlework, and Needlework and Knitting as derived from the practice of the National Society for Promoting the Education of the Poor in the Established Church in the Sanctuary in Westminster. Very rare indeed. It shows little examples of what the little girls who had to pay a penny a time to sit in 3 sides of a rectangle while they were being taught this very fine stitching. And remarkably, there are 9 various examples of needlework, and luckily this particular copy retains all 9, so very rare indeed. We have this estimated at £2,500 to £3,500, and it's a wonderful opportunity for the collectors of this particular aspect. Now here we also have a 2-volume work. It's the Practical Gardening, and it says the author here, if you come in on the title page, is Alexander MacDonald, but in fact that was a pseudonym. His real name is Richard Watson Dixon, and it may be he changed his name because at one point he had spent a bit of time in the debtor's prison. But the book includes 60 beautiful hand-coloured plates. These are plates which are etched on copper and then individually hand-coloured. The original drawings are by Sydenham Edwards, who was a very precocious talent as an artist of botany and natural history generally, and this was mentioned at the time to the great William Curtis, he of the Botanical Magazine fame, and Sydenham Edwards went to William Curtis under his tutelage to learn for many years. He was very prolific, and they think his contribution to the Botanical Magazine were some 1,800 plates, and he was a very busy chap indeed. Condition of these are rather toned on the text, but the plates remain in very fine condition. As I say, there's some 60 of them, and we've counted them as all intact, so collation proves correct. They have their original bindings, a little tired as you can see, but that's why they're in at £400 to £600. I mean, the sale includes many interesting things such as early Bibles. We've got some Wisdens, modern first editions and classics. Do come along, we're on view this coming Friday between 9 and 5, and the Saturday morning, good time to come, 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Hope to see you on the sale day on the Monday. Thank you.